Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all my top 10 products, beauty items, procedures, etc. that I was doing in the month of June. If you're someone like me who's like such a product junkie, or you're always curious to know what people love, their ride or die products for beauty, let's hit that like button, subscribe, jump in, because today's video I will have you covered. Okay, so let's just get started. My first item was the Hydrofacial. I got a Hydrofacial in June and I absolutely loved it. If you've never had a Hydrofacial before, I highly recommend it. They've been new to the market within like the last 10 years, I would say, and they've absolutely exploded. I mean, you can find them at pretty much every medical skincare office because they are actually amazing. They go in, they do a deep cleanse, they do nice little lymphatic drainage, and then they get to town with like this vacuum machine that has also like this water head that kind of infuses your pores. So one side you're suctioning out all the debris and gunk and things that your pores have collected over, the months. And then they're also infusing it with wonderful things like your serums and your water, and they're just kind of giving you this overall glowy finish. I highly recommend a Hydrofacial to anyone because there's zero downtime. You kind of leave the Hydrofacial and your skin is flawless. If you get a regular facial, they're wonderful too, don't get me wrong, but there's usually some downtime. Sometimes your skin's a little irritated, or you might show, a little more redness because of the extractions, etc. But with a Hydrofacial, you leave looking like 10 times better than when you went in. And then it's actually amazing. The days following, your skin is absolutely glowing. And then as the weeks go on as well, you just notice a big improvement in your skin. I got a Hydrofacial on a Wednesday night, and then for the weekend, my skin was so glowy, my makeup went on so nice, and I can understand why celebrities love Hydrofacials. They're just such a gold standard in terms of getting ready for an event. So if you're like a bride or you have a wedding to go to, highly recommend booking a Hydrofacial before that. But even if you're someone who's just like, oh, my skin's looking a little dull, I feel like I need a little zhuzh or a little something, go get a Hydrofacial. I assure you, you will feel so amazing afterwards, and I absolutely loved it. I cannot wait to book my next Hydrofacial, to be honest with you. Even though I just had one a couple weeks ago, I will be booking another one soon because I had such a positive experience. Moving on to Hydrofacials, while I was in the Hydrofacial, she was using these little suctions for lymphatic drainage. These are amazing. I bought them on Amazon after my Hydrofacial because I was like, what the heck was she using? They're these little cups. What you need to do is moisturize your face, make sure it's lubricated, and then you can go in with these things and really just kind of lymphatic drain. You suction them. I mean, right now I've got stuff on my face, I'm not going to be able to show you quite as well. But if you have like a serum or a gel, or your skin is moist and lubricated, you're going to be able to suction them much better. I really like the two different sizes. I will link these also down below. But I got these little ones just for around the nose, and then if you have really puffy eyes, they're kind of nice just to kind of pull that excess fluid towards your lymph nodes. Like any lymphatic drainage, you want to make sure your lymph nodes have been massaged beforehand. So getting into your armpits, your collarbone, down behind your ears and around your nose, it's really just going to open those lymph nodes so that you have the proper drainage, and then your skin should depuff after using these. You can use your gua sha as well. You can kind of use them simultaneously. I just think this is a nice little extra step to really pull any excess fluid away from your face and down into the lymph nodes. Speaking of lymphatic drainage, my dry brush, I absolutely love this thing. This is for your body. So it's a dry brush. If you haven't heard of a dry brush before, you can get them in the handheld handles, or you can get them with like the long handles. You're gonna start with your feet, and then you move your way up to your legs, trying to go about 10 times like this, up towards your knees, and then up towards your thighs, up towards your arms, and then you're really just moving the fluid towards the lymph nodes again. It's a great idea to massage the lymph nodes in your body, like I mentioned, your armpits, your chest, but also behind your knees and your groin area, just to open the lymph nodes up for the extra fluid to kind of come and be released. I also think it is a really great exfoliant. If you've never used a dry brush before, they've got these bristles. This one has like a little nodules on it as well, these little silicone nodules. But it's just a really great thing to do before the shower. Your skin will feel exfoliated, ready for your moisturizer, but it's also just really, really nice to get that fluid moving. Sometimes I feel like my fluid is just stagnant in my body, and I feel like I'm carrying around excess weight when really it could just be solved by using your dry brush. So with summer coming up, if you're someone who wants your skin to look fantastic, I highly recommend using a dry brush or getting a dry brush. You can get them on Amazon for like $10, but it's just a nice step to add it into your daily routine, or your shower routine, just to get the benefits of the lymphatic drainage, but also the skin body exfoliation. Also really nice to do before, applying. If you're doing like a fake tanner, it's really, really nice just to get that skin and the dead skin off before you do that. Speaking of that brush, Scalp Brush. Same sort of idea. This has silicone little spikes on it, and I really have been loving it to get into my scalp to give it a nice massage. I take this guy in the shower with me. When I use my shampoos, I kind of go in and really just lather and massage my scalp. I'm really noticing a lot of hair thinning with postpartum. So this has been a really nice step into helping my scalp health, if you will. Again, another little handle. It's just so easy to use. You're stimulating the blood flow to your head, to the crown of your head, for your hair follicles to feel healthy, to feel, you know, rejuvenated, and of course, just kind of keeping everything healthy. So really, really loved this scalp brush for June. Again, Amazon. Okay, moving on to a Costco find. If you're like me and you're a mom, you know you love Costco. Everybody loves Costco, okay? Because they have amazing things there. They have the best healthy snacks, but they also have a really great beauty section, and I am such a victim to that. Absolutely loving these Elizabeth Arden ceramide capsules for your eyes. I bought a 2-pack. They come with 60 capsules each, so 2-pack, 120 capsules for like $37. That will last you, if you only use it once a day, that should last you 8 months. And that's because you really only need about a half a capsule every time you're using it for both eyes. I like to use it in the morning and night, so it should only last me 4 months. And that's to say that I use one of these capsules. You just twist off this little end, and then I use a half a capsule for both eyes at night, and I wake up and I use the remaining capsule for the morning. It's unbelievable. I think it just has totally brightened my eyes. It's moistened and moisturized my eyes. And it's just really prepared my eyes better, I'd say, for things like my concealer or powders. It doesn't feel so dry and dead and, you know, wrinkly. It's just like a nice little delicate area where I can do a little something for myself and for my eyes. And I highly recommend checking out Costco for the Elizabeth Arden ceramide eye capsules. You don't have to go to Costco. You can buy these elsewhere, but they're so much more expensive when you buy them from a different retailer. So go check out Costco, people. I'm telling you, do not sleep on Costco beauty. Moving on to Kylie Cosmetics. If you know me, you know that my absolute favorite blush is a Kylie Cosmetics blush. I love the shade Winter's Kissed, and she came out with these new formulas, so I still love the powder version, but she came out with Winter Kissed 2.0, and it's this kind of hybrid blush where it is a cream to powder blush. The formula is amazing. I like to layer both the powder and this for extra long wear. If you want to make your makeup last, go in with a cream product first and then layer with a powder. I'm wearing it right now. It just gives this beautiful glow. Like I said, it's this perfect kind of cool pink color. My sister gifted this to me for my birthday because she knows me so well, and I have been using it every day and absolutely loving it. Highly recommend checking out the new Kylie Cosmetics blushes. I don't know why they don't get enough hype. Maybe it's because it's Kylie Jenner and, you know, the Kardashians. Some people are cautious with some of their stuff, but I'm telling you, their products are amazing, and I absolutely cannot recommend that blush enough. Moving on to lip liner. I'm such a nude lip liner fan, and I went and bit the bullet and bought the Charlotte Tilbury Lip and Cheek Sculpt dual-ended lip liner brush. This is a great product because it's a 2-in-1. You get 2 shades in one. It's intended to use as one, though. You're supposed to use the darker shade around your lips and then the fill shade in the lips. I sometimes do that. Right now I've done that, so I've used the darker shade around and I filled it with the lighter one. But sometimes I just use the darker shade, or sometimes I just use the lighter shade as a liner, and they're just a beautiful color. I have been a fan of Charlotte Tilbury lip liners forever. I use Iconic Nude all the time. I do have to say that I like this shade better, which is saying something because Iconic Nude has a cult following for a reason. This shade, I will say, is more of a contoury lip kind of color. Maybe not so, it's a little more subtle, maybe. I absolutely love it. I'm wearing it, like I said, right now. I cannot recommend it enough, and I think it's just such a fun product. Also on my lips is the Laneige Lip Glowy Balm. Again, like I said, my birthday was in June, and my friends who know me know that I love beauty products and beauty items. So I was gifted this lip balm. It's in the shade Berry. It does come in a bunch of different lip balm, or colors, I should say. I'm a big fan of like the lip mask by Laneige, and this is very similar to it. Maybe less sticky, more slippery. And like I said, this is the berry shade, so it's very neutral. It's going to give you a little something. I do have the lip liner on as well, but it's just really nice and gentle and hydrating on the lips. I love this lip balm. I cannot recommend it enough. If you're looking for a new, good summer lip balm, this one will be it for you because it is light, it is not so sticky, and it's just like a good little everyday product. Okay, this guy isn't exactly new. Well, it is new because I got the Omnilux Men LED face mask last September, I think it was, and it kept flickering on me. So if you do have an Omnilux face mask and it flickers, the light flickers, highly recommend you contacting customer service because they were so kind enough to send me a new one. and I have been loving it even more. I kind of didn't love it as much because of the light flicker. Not that it was a huge deal, but since buying it again, or since receiving it again, I should say, I've just fallen back in love with the Omnilux LED face mask. This is going to take your skincare routine to the next level. You can use it once a day, you can use it twice a day. It's very gentle. You can use it when you're pregnant. It's very safe and it's effective. You want to use it every single day. Twice a day is bonus. You can use it, 3-5 times a week. I use it every night. I like the red light as well because it's calming effect. Red light is really nice for the central nervous system, so it's a nice wind down before bed. Usually wash my face, and then when my skin is absolutely bare, I take this guy, put it on before I do my serums, just to kind of charge those cells before it's accepting my nighttime skincare routine. I would love to incorporate this in the morning. However, I am a mom of 3 young kids, and mornings, you're lucky enough to put your face on. So this guy takes a back seat in the morning, although I think it would be a wonderful step. Highly recommend. I have the men version just because it's a little stronger than the female version. Not that this mask has a gender, but I do like the men version, and I highly recommend the LED light mask. It's great for anti-aging. It's great for helping your cells turn over and also accept any other of your skincare as the night goes on, or in the morning if you're lucky enough to use it. I also think, like I said, it's calming to the central nervous system, and it's just really nice for your skin barrier, texture, pigmentation, all that good stuff that LED is gonna, benefit you. And then coming to my last product, it's the Glow Recipe Niacinamide Drops in the Sun Glow Serum. So this is like a sun glow for your skin. I do this as my last step in my skincare before my sunscreen, and it's gonna give your skin like a really nice bronzy glow. So I've been a fan of their regular version for a very long time. Bit the bullet and got the glowy one. See, it's quite dark right now, but it really shears out. I'll show you on my hand. And it's going to give you this beautiful kind of glowy base. It's not going to make you look orange. It's not going to make you look streaky. And like I said, it really shears out. But it will give you a little extra something. I think it's too dark for my skin in the winter, but for summer, for a tan, it is perfect. It is amazing, and I cannot recommend it enough. It's also like the perfect base before your makeup. If you're someone who doesn't like primer, you kind of want a little something, maybe a little, not sticky, I'd say, but glowy, and it's going to help your makeup just kind of blend a little nicer. Really a beautiful product. So thank you guys so much for watching my top products in June. I love trying out makeup. I love trying out beauty products. I love talking about them. As you can see, I talk like a mile a minute. But if you guys like this video, please don't forget to give it a like down below, subscribe to my channel, and we will see you guys in the next video.